Anyway, now we're at the end of the assessment. I know he's never going to come back if I don't give him something to come back for. So he goes, well, what do you think is going on now that you've asked these stupid questions, he says, you know. So I said, well, I don't know for sure because we've only been talking for one session, but the feeling I get is you're not depressed. He goes, of course I'm not depressed. You know, and he goes, any idiot could tell me that. And I said, okay. But I get a feeling from these brief questions, it's just a feeling I have that, you know, when you say, I feel nothing that my colleague is dying, that's something that you really have a question about. So now I've been tuning into his internal state the whole time, but now I'm tuning into his concern.
Yeah.
And I said, and I just wonder, you're 92, and I just wonder if you want to learn more about that and maybe do something about that. He goes, well, what could you do about it? I'm 92. I said, well, and then I bring in the neuroplasticity piece. The brain is always open to change across the lifespan. He goes, what does it have to do with my brain? We're talking about my feelings. He says that, you know, right? So I said, well, the brain is part of what the mind is, not the whole thing. The mind is in your brain and body, and the mind is in your relationships. It's those two places. And he goes, well, you know, what would you do about it? I said, well, here's what I think is going on. I said, there's a hint, I don't know for sure, that you may be very dominant in one side of your brain and not in the other, because here's the list of things: autobiographical memory, feelings, awareness of your body, you know, all that stuff. And it seems underdeveloped. I don't say it's dead. I don't say it's not there. And the other side of your brain, as an attorney, of course, supercharged. Logic, linear thinking, language, right? List making, literality, you know, that you're literal.
All the L's, okay.
Yeah, so I just have a feeling that you've been living with half a brain. And it's the half that doesn't let you feel things. And it's making you, like anything that's not integrated, have either chaos in your life, which sometimes you get, and rigidity in your life, which sometimes you get. And I don't know if you need to live like that. He goes, well, I feel kind of like I'm dead even though I'm alive. He says this.
Okay.
And I wonder if there's any way I can feel more alive. I said, I think there is. And I actually believe that. I'm not just saying that to get him to come back.
Right.
So that begins the journey.